Sleep when you die.
Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 499. Wow. One more episode, 500. I'm your host, Matrix 212. I'm with Bryan. What's up, Bryan?
What's up?
What's up, Danette?
Hello.
What's up, Daniel?
Hello, how you doing?
What's up, Gloria?
Hello, hello.
What's up, Mike D?
What's up, Matrix Lord?
What's up, Mongoo?
What's up?
All right, so we have all this stuff that's spewing from Moffat today.
Oh.
Yeah, about... He finally answered the Osgood question. Because fans have speculated that Osgood was a Zygon, and Moffat so eloquently explained the whole situation with Osgood. He's like, nah, she's dead. Sorry. Sorry. It's like, what? Yeah, not coming back. Sorry, she's dead. Yeah.
Osgood
He's like a Zygon would be harder to kill, he said. So, he just answered that question.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Osgood's gone.
Do you think that was a cruel choice for them to kill her, or do you think that they did on purpose to accentuate how evil the Master is?
I don't need an explanation on how evil the Master is. I've had, like, 51 years of history. I mean, like, Doctor Who history.
Yeah.
I'm not a newbie. Like, I don't need to be... You know, how many times... Didn't he kill Tegan Jervaika's aunt with the tissue compression eliminator?
Yeah.
Tissue compression eliminator? I mean, I don't need to be proven that he's evil or she's evil. So, like, that was just, like, dumb. Like, I mean, how many people did he, like, kill and, like, vaporize? He killed the President of the United States, didn't he? So, yeah, I don't need any proof, but I think that was bad idea to kill Osgood like that. I mean, it was cool, dramatic effect, but I think that sits pretty bad with me, actually. I don't know about you. What do you think, Bryan?
Bad.
Osgood dying. I'm not happy with that.
Moffat. Bad. I don't like it.
Danette?
I think Osgood should have stayed. I think Osgood should never been killed and should be on more episodes.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it made no sense to kill her whatsoever.
Moffat doesn't make sense sometimes.
It's like Moffat only brought her back to kill her.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Daniel?
I'm so happy Osgood's dead. I don't like her.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's one for no.
Yeah, all right. No, listen. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Our opinion doesn't have to be, or my opinion doesn't have to be their opinion. Their opinion doesn't have to be my opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. That's fine. Yeah, Daniel, why do you want her to die?
I don't know. I just don't like her.
Okay.
Did she just rub you the wrong way?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she just...
Well, apparently you and Moffat agree on something.
Oh, you're glad she's gone, Mike D?
No, I said apparently you and Moffat agree on something, because he obviously wrote her out the way he did.
Yeah.
It seems like it would have had more of a dramatic effect if they had her more involved with what was going on, and had her maybe have a little bit more of a heroic sort of end.
Yeah, that was kind of like...
Yeah, it seemed rather kind of just dismissive what happened.
Yeah. Gloria?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the way he ended her. It wasn't like he was working with the stuff, dealing with, trying to investigate what was going on and helping the doctor figure things out. But it's like she was kind of timid on that episode, kind of very quiet, and
I mean,
didn't have her voice known, or and everything. So it's like it's sad that she didn't go out with a bang in a way.
Yeah, Bryan.
Like
I know you're jumping in. What?
I mean, all they did was like Missy go like, like you said, bananas, and then she killed, and then she killed her.
Right.
It seemed like they. It seems to me, in my opinion, like they could have used a little bit more of a dramatic sort of end to her character by, if I recall correctly, and I could be wrong about this, but it seems like they did the Doctor pay any sort of attention to the fact that Osgood died? Like it
Yeah,
seems
I
like
know. That was. And do you know what it is? The moment he announced that she was going to be like the next companion, with a hint, that's what really made the Missy go after her. Like, if he didn't say anything, you know, she probably wouldn't have killed her. I don't think. You know, she just did that to burden the Doctor.
yeah,
You
and
know?
it's. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but it seems like you know, like if it's somebody that the Doctor really, really, really gives a crap about, then it bothers him. But like to me, it should have more bearing on his character at this point. If it's somebody that he's kind of like brought into the fray, like on the periphery of the situation, rather than being a direct companion, that he should spend a little bit more time acknowledging his involvement with their demise.
Right.
Makes sense, you know, what I'm saying here.
Yeah, to me it seemed like he didn't really react to, on it. I mean, he was like really just it was passive aggressive in a way, like really got really emotional about it. Or anything. But that's that incarnation in a nutshell. He's very.
It almost seems like if they brought like the next Doctor comes along, let's say, and they have like a Vastra or Jenny or somebody like that, and they get killed, and it's just like it's just some like thrown out one-off sort of thing, and the Doctor never really acknowledges it, even though it's a new Doctor. It just seems because Osgood was around with Matt Smith and Tennant in the 50th anniversary episode, right? So he's aware of who Osgood is, but it's like, it just seems like this is like something that just kind of happens, and like he just pays it no mind, really.
Well, it's not like when he lost Amy and Rory when they got taken from him.
Yeah.
He reacted because he's closer to them.
Well, it's. It's like one of you guys could be like if I was the Doctor, one of you guys could be one of my traveling companions, and obviously for years, if we travel together, we're going to develop a friendship and a bond, and it's going to hurt me to lose somebody, like you said with Amy and Rory, but I mean, it seems like we also encounter people in our daily lives that we might see a couple of times, and it should have some sort of effect or bearing, because I know the longer you know someone, the more you develop a tie with them, but it seems like with Osgood, she seemed like such a sincere, sort of like very caring sort of character, and it just seems like, you would kind of acknowledge that in some way.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you guys think the Matt Smith's Doctor would have reacted to see her die?
He probably would have.
He would have acknowledged it, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, he would have. Totally.
He would have said something.
Yeah,
he would. If he didn't have to die, he would have told the.
Right, he would have been flipping on Missy, right?
Yeah,
he would have been like.
Give him the eyes.
You think they're trying to make Peter Capaldi too?
Oh my
old?
God! You were meant to come to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mongoo.
I waited quietly.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was going in order and everybody was jumping.
Yeah.
Out,
No, what I was gonna say is I'll keep it short and sweet. Yeah, I just think
I'll keep it short. Go.
I think with Osgood, it was it depends how you take it. I mean, she was in the 50th anniversary, and you could have just said, "Oh, she was in it just to be in it," as another character or whatever. But on the other hand, like if Stephen Moffat leaves, say in a year or whatever, I don't think there's anything really ruling her character out completely. Like, I know he's
back in 2 minutes if I jump out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, someone else could take over just because some story writers don't like that character or wanted to kill it. it doesn't mean another story writer wants to kill that character. You see it in movies, don't you, or something or other, where certain writers kill off certain characters and then they're brought back by another writer or whatever. Like, so I don't think it's the end of her. Maybe with Stephen Moffat, yeah, but maybe in the long run she might have a role to play, or we might get a shot.
I think he'll be back. I think Moffat will bring him back. I think he lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll surprise everybody. At least I hope so.
He's doing that.
On this one out.
Make her card out. He's doing that to bring our cards out, so we don't expect it. He said that about the culture.
Yeah, I mean, what would people think? What would people think if I guess they rubbed out Wolf in the same way? You know, because he wasn't. I guess you could argue he was a companion, but I mean, like, you know, he was somebody that wasn't like with the Doctor, like year after year after year after year, traveling with him in the TARDIS. But I mean, you know, if they just like smudged out somebody like Wolf like that,
that would be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it just. Maybe, you know, Wolf's probably like a little bit above Osgood as far as like we've seen a little bit more of him scattered throughout episodes, and we're so closely tied to Wolf because of what happened with the Doctor number 10 with the regeneration and all that. But, you know, we like the time that we spent getting to know Wolf and know that character, you know, the short time that we actually had him on screen, we actually had a connection with that character. And I think an argument could be made that maybe to a lesser degree, but still nonetheless the same sort of thing, I feel towards Osgood, actually.
Yeah, I think, you know, probably what sucks for everyone is the fact that, you know, she came across straight away that you liked her, and then she was just taken away like that. She didn't even get a chance, like, she didn't even get a full series, really, did she? You know, of her own.
But the thing is, like, if she didn't die, what would she have done? I mean, was she going to solve the equation on how Missy's device works or how her stuff works? I mean, was she that smart to figure it out?
Well, the problem is she's a very sympathetic character to the audience, and it's very telling to the actress herself as well as how well she was written for us to develop a connection with her and for her to be such a sympathetic character that it doesn't really seem fair to rub her out. So
it was sympathetic because she was a Doctor fan, like we're Doctor Who fans, and Moffat killed the fan.
Yeah.
That son of that bastard. Yeah.
Maybe she's not. Maybe she has a part to play yet, or maybe he didn't actually think we would bond with her the way people did. Maybe.
No. First of all, he couldn't even kill off Strax because everybody flipped out.
Yeah.
He did that, and he brought him back immediately.
Well, that whole scene was dumb to begin with because you had two guards standing there guarding Missy, and they didn't do jack crap.
Yeah.
They didn't, did they? They didn't do it.
They just stood there.
Why don't you tell them, hey, he just threatened me or something? Like, really? You know, I don't understand that at all.
They could have got posters and just done it, and just had, you know.
I don't know. I don't understand a lot of things about that episode. I don't understand how they had a ceremony and everything. For Danny Pink, they had the guy even announced it, the principal or something, and then he's on a slab on a table. If he had a wake or a funeral, wouldn't it have been buried or burned already or something or whatever? Like, why is he on a table?
It was probably before they probably hadn't had the funeral yet. It was probably, I'm thinking it was probably they didn't have a funeral
He wouldn't
yet.
be, first of all, if they were having a ceremony for him, he would have been prepared already.
I don't think when the principal was saying about it, I don't think it was a memorial for just the school. It wasn't like the funeral.
Wasn't it weeks that she didn't hear from him for weeks? Like, they don't leave a body on a table for weeks like that, unless you're like, you know, and I guess in certain cases, people won't, you know, so what's going on with the body, but, you know, you don't have it on a table, on the same table. If so many people are dying, you don't have that space to just leave one body there.
But while I'm sitting here thinking about this, as we're discussing it, I mean, I don't know how many in our group are familiar that much with the classic series, but I mean, I'll ask you, Joe. Remember in Talons of Wing Chiang, I mean, you have like, is it Django and Lightfoot? Isn't that those two characters?
Lightfoot. I'm not sure. Django. Yeah, might be. Yeah, they continued on in audio dramas, didn't they?
Yeah, but I mean, like, forgetting the audio drama portion of that stuff, I mean, those two characters are very likable, and it seems like, they're sympathetic characters. It's almost tantamount to kind of bringing back characters like that, just to, like, have them
die,
out, like, without some sort of dramatic sort of payoff. And, the thing about, like, that, I'm getting the feeling, I'm not trying to, like, poo-poo on the series at this point, but it seems like they're getting a little sloppy in some areas. Like, there's starting to be some chinks in the armor here with the series that we've discussed.
He's going about things the wrong way. I think that everybody was complaining that he kills people off and brings them back, so now he's listening to fans and just killing them off for real, but he's going about it the wrong way. Like, you can't kill, like, Osgood after 2 appearances. I mean, that's just terrible. I mean...
Yeah, she didn't even get an episode to prove herself or nothing.
Like,
really.
Moffat keeps trying to, like, shock people. And I think it's causing a problem, because I don't think, he even knows what...
Yeah, but look at Clara. Like, she had one episode when she was in the Dalek. When she was inside the Dalek. Then she didn't reappear for a few episodes.
I don't understand why she's not traumatized. Like, I'm sorry, but if she has the memories of everything, going through the Doctor's time stream, knowing every single adventure by heart, especially the Doctor's daughter and everything, she should know about being absorbed, being, dead in a Dalek. Like, I don't understand that.
Maybe Rusty's got to do with that. Rusty that they was going on about.
I have a hard time where she's okay with the Daleks. I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe Rusty's a part of that, triggers it back. Like, maybe the next season she starts getting weird flashbacks and stuff.
No, I mean, not according to the 50th, though. I mean, she said... Because in the 50th, she said that she only remembers a little bit, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
In the 50th, Clara says she doesn't remember the entire thing within... she doesn't remember the whole entire thing being in the Doctor's time stream. She said she only remembers a little bit.
Well, I thought she revisited the first Doctor, the second Doctor. She said she was always there, didn't she? Do you remember she said she was always there?
But that was in the name of the Doctor. I'm talking about the day of the Doctor, the 50th. In the 50th, Clara says she only remembers a little bit, not the entire thing when she was in the time stream.
Well, if she remembered everything, she would go crazy like Donna Noble, and the whole thing would happen. So maybe the Doctor had a hand in that.
So do you think like they won't touch on Clara, like with the whole Dalek thing in the next
Probably
season?
Not.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe something happened when they got out of the time stream, but we never seen that.
Yeah,
so we're just speculating.
That's another problem I have, that he never explained that.
I hated that when they did that. They just went directly to the 50th. I hated when they didn't explain that.
Yeah.
And what do you expect for the new season? What do you expect for the Christmas special?
Well, Moffat already announced, don't expect anything shocking for Series 9, so already he's been ridiculous with stuff.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
When I put our guards down.
So, will we expect much from the Christmas special, or is that just going to be a laugh?
As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if the Christmas special is going to have any relevance, because it was supposed to be a final goodbye to Clara, and then when she changed her mind, Moffat threw out the scripts, literally.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
she was supposed to die in the Doctor's arms.
Yeah,
When?
as an old woman in episode 1 of Series 9.
Crap.
Really?
So
Really?
he basically threw the scripts in the garbage, all of them. He changed everything. He said he shredded everything just to keep her. So I don't even know if he's going to dramatically change the episode completely now.
So she was meant to die in the first episode of the new season.
I'm assuming that if he had to scrap all the scripts, that the doctor was really upset that she died and is traumatized the whole season. So now that she's not dead, he has to completely just
do the whole lot.
But people are complaining well, how is he going to have time to make new scripts? But they don't realize that these people are under deadlines all the time. And if you're a good enough writer like he is, you can just redo a script like that.
So, can that change his plans for how big the next season finale is going to be?
No matter what, it's not going to affect the season finale.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if you had an idea of how the whole season was going to go, if Clara had died in this episode.
Because I think whatever was going on, it would have been out of his system already by the time the finale comes, I think.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Missy obviously is going to appear maybe in the Christmas special, I think, at the end. Maybe she'll have, that'll be the doctor's present, knowing that she's alive still.
Or the coordinates to Gallifrey.
Or maybe when he's looking at, Santa, he'll see the red telephone booth dematerialize or something.
Yeah, was that real? Because Bryan showed me this thing of him putting the coordinates in and finding Gallifrey. Is that real?
She gave him the wrong coordinates.
No, the extended version. Have you seen that?
The extended version?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he put the coordinates and there was nothing there.
No! He put, in this one that Bryan shows, he's got the coordinates and he goes, I found Gallifrey. And in the 50th where he goes, all 12 of them. It looks real. Is it real, Bryan?
No.
Bryan sent a fake thing to you.
No, it's not. It's not real. I never said it was real.
You did.
He's terrible, Bryan. That's bad form, Bryan.
Extended version or something.
Yeah. Just like he got us with months ago, saying that Beth was dead, and he did some type of thing from, was it True Detective or something? You got us, but she wound up dying anyway.
It was on
Walking Dead, yeah.
It was on comicbook.com. Yeah, I remember that. And I loved your reaction to that, Joe.
Yeah, he's a trickster, all right. He's a joke, Mr. Bryan. Man, a few words, but.
Is there any, so if Clara's staying, is she staying a full season?
I'm going to have a feeling that it's going to be the full season, yeah. I think that's baloney about 6 episodes. I think she's back full season.
I hope they write that back in, like maybe in season 10 or 11. Maybe she does die in his arms, somehow.
I don't think that. Dude, forget about it. You're not going to see that happen.
So, it's not going to...
That would be dramatic, though.
Jenna Coleman's not going to pull an Amy Roy thing like they're only going to be a half a season.
If she lasts till the 10th episode, then she has the record for the longest running companion, I believe, technically. But if she leaves before that...
Is that why she stayed on?
Moffat likes to break records, so, I mean, in this case, Capaldi convinced Jenna Louise Coleman, from what I understand, to stay when they were on tour or something. So.
But right now, Karen Gillan's the longest running in the new Who.
And then Rose Tyler. Mm-hmm.
So we have to see how it unfolds. I guess maybe there'll be some cliffhanger at the end of the Christmas special.
Missy's in the Christmas special, I think.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seemed a bit dark. There were certain parts it seemed a bit...
Yeah, I've seen the trailer, and Joe doesn't like the trailer.
I don't know. Hopefully I like Christmas episode, but we'll see.
He didn't like the last episode.
It's only a couple more weeks.
And I've watched that last episode like 9 times.
And you still don't like it.
Maybe 10. I just can't change my rating
Yeah,
now.
that was so funny that video that you did of you not liking the Death in Heaven.
Well, how many? I did like 10 in one day. I think I was walking around with Sharon, and I'm like just ripping the
first one where you were just like furious with it.
the Fury of Matrix Lord, yeah.
Yeah, on the road.
I don't know, Danette. What do you think? Clara, how long?
Yeah, I say she's going for the full season.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense, would it, to drop her out?
I would like her to be on for just at least one more year.
Yeah, I don't see her just changing her mind and just going half a season.
And Capaldi's signed for Series 10. Just keep that in mind. So, and Neil Gaiman said that he wants to write for him before he leaves. So,
who do you think would take over from Stephen Moffat?
Well, the thing is, obviously Stephen Moffat has a plan that the next Doctor will be female because he keeps shoving it down our throat.
Yeah, I saw that
every freaking day. Get Danette, you take that one.
I hope not. I really do.
Somebody should just get a buzzsaw and shave that curly hair right off him. Thinking that. Mr.
What do you
Moffat.
think?
No, you're funny.
What's the matter with him? Nobody's talking about Gallifrey and what happens on Gallifrey. This guy pulls stuff out of his you-know-what. He's like, oh, in Gallifrey, they just changed their sex like they're eating a sandwich or something. Like, what are you talking about?
They changed
Nobody does. What, like they choose their underwear? Like, today I'll be a man, today I'll be a woman. What are you talking about? It's never been that way.
They've been pulling the woman thing for like a couple of years now. I mean,
He's the only one. Him and Russell T. Davis are the only one that would like hinted at that stuff. I mean, what do you think, Mike D?
It's
just all nonsense.
It was in Night of the Doctor.
It's all nonsense.
Paul McGann.
Well, Neil Gaiman did a big part of starting it because he's announced that the Corsair changed sex in Regeneration, which was the Doctor's friend. What do you say, Mike D? Female Doctor?
No. No.
Why don't you shut up about that whole situation?
Would
There's
you
something
watch?
I'll extrapolate upon that would like make it even worse. No.
Why don't you just shut up? Every day he's talking about it. Every day.
Yeah. Would you watch it? Would you watch it?
Subliminal message to us.
I mean,
I would.
I would.
Hold on. Order. Mike D's got the floor. Hold on.
Well, the question was, would I watch it, or to the group, would we watch it or whatnot? I mean, speaking for myself, I'm sure I would watch it just to kind of see what the novelty of it was. But I have a feeling it seems like Joe said, it seems a bit forced at this point. I don't want to see something that's a gimmick just for the sake of being a gimmick. And they've been hinting at this all the way back to like Colin Baker's era, where they were kind of talking about, the next Doctor's going to be possibly a woman, and it's been a gimmicky thing they banty about.
I want it to be a woman. What are you afraid about that? Oh my God, it's a woman!
Yeah,
I don't like anything forced down my throat. And if he's going to force it, I'm not watching. But
women are being forced down your throat. The opposite. Man's penis is a...
What are you talking about?
what?
Hey, maybe Sandra has an opinion about what the next Doctor being a woman. What do you
Maybe
say?
she wants to be the female Doctor next.
What's
wait a minute. What did she say?
Well, it's not the character. It's like changing.
Oh, you assholes.
Okay.
Does she want to be the new Doctor next?
No, I don't want to be the new Doctor. But
Yeah.
He's a crazy Australian. Yeah.
oh my God, move to the boat now. Come on.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with the character.
Oh.
Well, create another time lady. You don't need to take the Doctor. And
Oh my God.
yeah, she doesn't. She's watched barely like a handful of episodes. Walked through the room while it was on, so she's
So
an expert
not
on Doctor Who.
indoctrinated.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, it will be okay, but I mean, it'll be.
She's taking it like a
She never asked this question.
No, I'm not.
If you actually had a respect for the character.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, see, she doesn't want to hear facts. That's all right. Hey. Just relax. That's why women shouldn't be the doctors. They don't think logically. They act out of emotion.
He's going to the next doctor.
Well, and that's fine. I mean, she is. That's great. I mean, I hope they do well. I won't be watching. I'm not the only one.
I'm never asking that question again.
How many episodes have she seen?
Does that matter?
About as many as the classic episode as you've seen, Bryan. Yeah, I know. It's like commenting about something you know nothing about. So. Well, okay. Well, there you go. We have your position on the topic. Thank you.
Was it like 4 or 5 episodes? Like,
Bryan, you never talked about what you want her on the Kiss. Why don't you interview her?
Does that make me...
You take over, Bryan.
Watching a show for 30 years and like absorbing it, watching multiple episodes, yeah, it makes me a little bit of a expert, I would say.
Like stuck in a rut?
Watching it, no, it means that I actually know the show that I happen to like and know what the character does and what he doesn't do.
Oh.
Well, we're going to have the doctor go shopping now? And
we shouldn't have James Bond become like a female.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
I wouldn't have the doctor become a female either.
I mean,
I'm not even crazy about Thor being a female.
Basically...
Well, hey, I got a good idea. Let's make Wonder Woman a guy.
Yeah, he said you've got to turn it around the other way.
Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Let's make Wonder Woman a guy. Well, hey, I got a better idea. Why don't we just come up with a completely new character called Wonder Guy and not have to kill...
Well, they did, like, Wonder Man.
Yeah, like Thor. Let's make Thor a woman. Hey, that's a good idea. I mean, you can see these hipster assholes sitting around going, hey, we've run out of ideas. What can we do that's so gimmicky? Oh, let's change the sex of a character that we've all
It's probably going to happen.
Wait. Let me just say this. They'll make the doctor a woman, and then the next step will be they will make the doctor a teenager.
I mean,
because that's the next thing they'll do. They'll make him like really young, and they'll turn it into like the Vampire Diaries or something. Really like ridiculous.
Vampire who?
I mean,
Twilight in the TARDIS. That's what
well, hey, let's make the doctor a poodle next time. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, let's make him a dog. A German Shepherd movie.
Well, we already had Canine Regeneration.
No, not the doctor, the doctor.
I'm saying.
We already had Canine Regeneration.
I'm sorry. I guess I have to admit to you guys, I've got Missy sitting here next to me. That's why you're hearing all this vitriol. Is that it's the master?
Oh my God, a woman!
You hear the master? This is
could not be a doctor. Oh my God.
Where's your tissue compression eliminator? It's laying around the
Say something nice.
Yes. I just got that today.
I mean, making the doctor a woman. Making the doctor a woman, I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind it. I mean,
let's while we're at it, let's make the doctor a woman. Let's get rid of the TARDIS. We'll make it a travel.
Wait a minute.
Again.
I wouldn't.
Wait a minute. Let's go one step further. They already hinted to center the TARDIS about the machine making machines. So let's have the TARDIS give birth to many TARDISes like babies or something. Something stupid.
I know what you're saying, because I think a lot of people, when they first saw Matt Smith wearing the jacket up against the TARDIS, thought, hang on a second, they're going down a different street, didn't they? They didn't.
Are we dressed totally different than what he was on screen?
Yeah.
Who wore that leather? What the hell is that?
Yeah.
That
the
was
whole leather jacket.
Yeah, that was.
Matt Smith never wore a leather jacket.
No, for the promo pictures.
I tell you what, let's
when he was cast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Now, I'm going to test you. Hey, hold on a minute. since you're an expert on Doctor Who.
No, I'm not an expert.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish here.
New knowledge.
Let me finish here. Name like 2 doctors, 2 actors that have played any of them.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Why should I? God, I'd hate to have to actually demonstrate that I actually know what the hell I'm talking about.
But that's got nothing to do with my opinion.
Well, you know the show so well, right? Okay.
New knowledge.
No, okay, new knowledge, all right.
My opinion is.
So, Sarah
All I
Jane.
know is the day they make River Song a dude, it's over. I'm done.
You think that could happen? You think that could
I'm
happen?
done.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
But she can't
I'm
regenerate.
done.
She can't regenerate anymore. She's
Yeah.
Who said?
to the doctor.
There's a between. I've explained this before. Why I believe it's possible. So there is a space of time that we didn't see with her.
Yeah.
In between the little girl and the shipboard and the, so there's a time in between.
I still, yeah.
The master regenerated into an eel. That's all I know.
What? Horrible.
Yeah, with the drum set.
He was an eel, or a worm, or a snake, or something.
What?
He was.
Polar bear.
Well, I mean, it can't be that bad if we make the next Doctor a woman, because we do know that Matt Smith, we had an atheist doctor. Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, Matt Smith. Let's.
What?
Well, Matt Smith, he admitted.
Next, listen. When they start running out of ideas, you're going to see a show. You're not even going to recognize it in like 40 years, 50 years. They won't even have a TARDIS probably, or they won't even. They'll do something stupid. I mean, they go and this is what happens. After shows or comics or whatever, they do stupid things like that don't make any sense. Like especially with Spider-Man. Spider-Man making a deal with the devil to save a 90-year-old Aunt May and abolish 21 years of marriage with his wife. That's like doesn't make any sense. Would never happen. He let the burglar go. He wouldn't let the burglar go again. They run out of ideas. They have people on the books, people on the show that they don't know what the hell they're doing. And this is all hype. This is hype because the ratings are going down. So he's trying.
Yeah, but would BBC allow that? Would BBC allow that? Come on. You have to think about it hard. If fans write in and they're like, no, what's going on here?
They're egomaniacs. They are not going to tell you their show is failing. They're like, oh, it's great, it's fantastic, oh my God. The ratings are dropping, not because of Capaldi, but because some of the writing stuff is going on.
Yeah.
So they got to cover it up, okay? But keep in mind, they need it to be them to talk about it. Moffat comes out and says the doctor's a woman, everybody's talking about it, we're talking about it. They're talking about it, this one's talking about it. It may not happen, period, but they're trying to build up hype. Okay?
Well, let's see
Doctor Who's going to be off air for 10 months.
Let's see what happens if they do cast a female doctor. I mean, you know, like, you know, you think... Let's put you to bed.
Question. Yeah.
No, the thing is, you think the ratings suck now. Let's see what happens when you like alienate.
I didn't say the ratings suck.
If you alienate the majority of the fan base, let's see how the ratings fare at that point.
I didn't listen.
You do if you want to make money. They're not making Doctor Who because they're having a good time and throwing a party. They're doing it.
Making money, not the,
I'm going to give an example. I'm going to give another example.
And a little bit of capitalism, of course.
I'm going to give another example.
What's wrong with a woman, doctor?
Hold on.
Joe's going to tell you what's wrong.
There's nothing.
I'm going to give another example. When the fan base for making Spider-Man, the comic book, Spider-Man comics, when they announced in Spectacular Spider-Man 226 that the Spider-Man we knew for 20 years was a clone, and that all these comics never happened, the value of all those 20 years of comics went to crap
Well,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm trying. That's,
why do we do this?
Hey, just relax, okay?
The
The thing I've been trying to hold on, time out, quiet. Thank you. The thing I'm trying to is that the thing I'm trying to explain is like the point Joe's making is that it's not the fact that they're making the Doctor a woman. It's a matter that they're changing
what the fans want.
They're changing one of the things that make this character who this character is to a degree. It's not about the fact of making it a woman. They could be changing and making the Doctor like the Cookie Monster, and the Cookie Monster is a male, from what I understand. But you know, it's the point that you're changing so drastically what that character is. You know,
my point with this.
Oh my God, a woman that doesn't have.
Let me just finish. Let me just finish. My point is that history shows Spider-Man was the fans. 50% of the fans for Spider-Man left the comic and never came back. From that storyline, okay, that lasted 3 years. Then they said it was nonsense. Something's gonna happen with Doctor Who that's really gonna piss the fans off.
But how many
then the ratings will go in the toilet.
And then they'll fix it, change it back to how it was.
Yeah, but how many people, right? Okay, say you said about the comics and stuff, but how many people tuned in for the films? If they made a Doctor Who film, how many?
That's temporary. We're talking like a film every couple of years. Doctor Who's every year.
But they basically already.
Do you think the ratings will come back if they actually did films like of Doctor Who every season? Or wouldn't that work?
If they make the Doctor a female, the ratings will plummet, and Doctor Who will get canceled.
Now, when you're talking ratings, does that include like iPlayer and all that?
Moffat looks at that, but BBC really don't look at. They look at the ratings.
I need to say this about these ratings because, you know, a lot of people today don't watch Doctor Who live. That's the problem. Like we have record, and we have, people are at work, or it's not as frequent as it used to be back in the day. You know, like back in the day, it was on at 7:30. And everyone just had 1, 2, 3, and 4. There was no record. It was a VCR. Now, people want to go out drinking or whatever, and they record Doctor Who and they want to watch it the next day. Or people are working. It's all changed. Or people go on Netflix. So how can we justify the ratings on how good people like the episodes? Because it's changed. It's not like before, when it came off air before, people were like, oh my god, Doctor Who was crap, and everything went off air because the ratings dropped. How do we justify ratings? When everything that is live on telly, no one watches it live anymore, really?
The thing is, people won't even record it, and that's how you'll justify ratings.
Because it's still
putting with the DVR, then you can't.
Information.
That's what I mean.
Recording it.
Probably like the 50th anniversary was probably one of the times that how many people actually tuned in at that time. That's when they probably found out
I'm just saying,
how many people love Doctor Who.
I could be wrong, but even though with the Missy thing, right, I was fine with it, right? Because I figured the Master would do that to piss off the Doctor and become a woman. And it worked for the story. Okay, but half the people didn't like it, right, Mikey? A lot of people didn't like that the Master became a female. People pissed off about that. So just imagine if the Doctor became a female. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Yeah,
so
the
problem with that.
Okay, well, really, I wouldn't be able to tell that from your quiet shyness here of voicing your opinion about that. No, the problem with a lot of people is I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
You're talking about a guy that raised his granddaughter. Wait.
Yeah,
if Sandra didn't know, okay, it started out in 1963. The doctor was with his granddaughter that they escaped from Gallifrey, and he was raising her on Earth. Now, I guess his wife died. You know, his kids died. He's raising his granddaughter.
Have you ever run into people that you're trying to like explain stuff to, and they're more interested in talking?
What I'm saying is, you have the history that he has a granddaughter. You have a history that he has kids. So now you have a history that he was in love with this one, he was in love with this woman, he was in love with this one. Now you're changing. Not only are you changing his sex, but once he becomes a woman, is he going to like guys? And how is that going to work with the character?
Yeah, it's true.
Because that's another issue. That's another issue.
But didn't people say that about the Master probably as well when it was a male?
No, but see, that's another issue though. That's a hot button issue. Like, you completely change the character from what he is. Okay, and then you start going with, is he gay? Is he not gay? Like, all this stuff comes into play. Okay, he's a man. He had a granddaughter, he had a wife, he had many wives, whatever, and that's the character, okay? He was a grandfather, he was this, he was that. Now you can't completely change that and make him a female because there's all those years of history, you know? That's like saying you can't.
Why? Yeah, you can.
Because it changes what the hold on. If I may take over for a second, let me get a voice of reason for a moment, because I'm going to demonstrate to people here. Like,
it would make sense.
What if I say James Bond? Okay, and I'm asking Sandra this. If I say James Bond, what comes to mind? Give me 5 things that come to mind when I say James Bond.
True. Exactly.
I mean, can you talk? I mean, are you choking? What do you need some? Okay. Okay. Well, let me help you out a little bit here. Okay, spy. Martinis, gadgets,
guns,
supervillains. The Bond girls. There's a formula. And the thing is, if the formula is working, people are purchasing that product because they're familiar with the formula.
So you're interested in the formula?
Yes.
Not the product.
Yeah, but no one's going to want the product.
The formula.
Because the product.
The formula is the product.
It is the product.
Change.
No,
because that's not what it was intended to be.
The thing is, you can have subtle change, but you can't change the basic formula of what makes that character because
why not?
Because then it's not James Bond.
When Mr. Miyagi trained a female Karate Kid, it was over. Okay, because it wasn't Ralph Macchio. It was that chick that he trained for karate, and it just didn't work. It got canceled.
Let's make James Bond. Let's give him another job when he's not having to save the world. Make him an ice cream man, right?
Reasoning. Women couldn't vote.
Okay. Well, what? Wow, that's like a step there.
So you're saying that President Obama, after he comes out of office, is going to work in retail as a stock boy because there's nothing wrong with changing the formula. Basically.
Well, I don't know if that equivocates itself, but I mean, like when you.
So why can't you think out of the box?
Because the thing you folks aren't aware of is we have friendly debates about this stuff before. I was trying to explain to her when you have a product like, say, McDonald's. You're going there to purchase that product based on the fact that when you walk into McDonald's, you know what you're going to purchase.
Yeah.
You're not going to walk into McDonald's and be disappointed that they're not serving like a porterhouse steak like a 5-star restaurant was.
I understand what she's saying. She's saying that she expects to go into McDonald's and buy a Best Buy TV instead of food.
Well, why not?
That's what she's saying.
No, why
That's
you?
what you're saying. What is wrong with going to McDonald's and buying a television set?
Easy for you.
I want fries and I want a TV. That's what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with it.
I want fries and a cheese.
That's what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with changing the formula. So
You go to
McDonald's and you can buy a television set.
Because that's the whole point. That is the whole point.
That's the point.
It's not impossible. They can sell TVs at McDonald's.
Women need to stay in their place.
No one's saying that.
It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
Listen,
I think I'm dealing with the Zygon that plays longer here at this
listen,
point.
when I go to church, I don't expect the nuns to go on a pole and dance around. Okay?
You're not going to the right church, man.
That's changing the formula. Okay?
I guess it's like a
There's
Christmas.
certain things you just don't do. You don't buy a television set in Best Buy. You don't go to church and see nuns going around the pole. It's totally chaotic. Okay? And that's the whole point. You cannot change the
Doctor
formula.
would have sex appeal.
What?
A female doctor would have sex appeal, and it'll get more guys watching it.
No, it wouldn't.
Watching.
No, it wouldn't, because we know who the character is, so we're not going to fall in love with the character if he's a woman when we know who he is.
Dude, you wouldn't wank to a female doctor?
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
You are
You
ridiculous.
can hardly be there with your bits out watching Doctor Who
Daniel,
to that.
you're ridiculous.
don't
What?
put that
Fine. Well, yeah, okay.
That's disgusting. Come on, dude. We're trying to have, like,
I know, I'm just fooling, but
we got women on here. That's disrespectful.
I know, I'm
And
sorry.
we gotta
It's
have,
wrong.
there's rules, dude.
Yeah.
There's rules on the show. Okay, we
Hey,
don't disrespect anybody.
just
We
real-
don't
Yeah, sorry about that.
on here. Okay? We don't
I've
do
got a-
those things.
I've got a question. I've got a question for Danette and Gloria. What are your thoughts on a female doctor? Let's get a female perspective here.
Come on.
Absolutely no way.
Okay,
No way.
with your girlfriend, I think the reason why she is not against it and that Mike's girlfriend is obviously, okay with the idea, I think it's because when you look at it in terms of us being girls and we want, like, we're all about girl power, in that way, it'd be cool. But when you look at it in that it's the doctor, no way, because he's always been a male, always been man.
Okay, so we have two females in this room that are agreeing.
Because that's the way the show started. The show started with
like if it's
a
not
guy
broken,
in a box traveling the universe.
yes.
Oh, the master's a woman.
Oh, Daniel.
That's a whole different story.
Why
If it's not broken.
Why can it not change?
We've already explained this to you. Are you?
No,
are you-
I
see,
don't believe it.
well, no, you don't want to listen. It's what we're explaining to you. The reason why is because you have things that make that character that character.
Maybe
I'm
Ralph can become a girl.
Mike. You know me for being Mike. Why am I Mike? Because
I'm sorry.
I have a certain personality. I've got certain character traits. That's what makes me me. If you drastically alter that and make me like something completely different, I'm no longer Mike, am I?
Is everything about you about your penis?
Let's talk about penis. What's the thing with-
You're male or female. Why could not a female be a doctor?
Because, like,
Why?
contrary to what you may believe, the difference in the sexes doesn't have anything to do with the sex organs. It's got to do with the fact we're more than just a penis or whatever.
So you're saying
There's other differences with
So
things.
you're saying that a woman is not worthy of being a doctor?
No.
Nobody said that.
That's a
because
different
nobody
path
said
altogether.
that.
That is.
Let me handle this. I believe you're saying that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, that's a different path altogether.
I've already explained this, and I'll do it one last time. It does not have to do with the fact that anyone is being misogynistic. It has to do with the fact that that character, you can change that. Let's forget about making him a woman. Let's say we all have a problem with making the Doctor like a cold-blooded killer. You're making him something that character is not, and that has nothing to do with a male or female, right?
And second of all, the president of Gallifrey was a woman, so I don't understand of the Doctor's homeland.
No,
So I don't understand that. What's the problem?
I would like to hear that. What I just proposed to you. If you take a character and that character has been built for like 50 years on being a certain way. Forget about the difference in the sexes. Let's say that we're going to take this character and we're going to make the Doctor a cold-blooded mass murderer. We would be arguing the same reason for the fact that you can't change that character in that way. It's got nothing to do with the sex portion of it. It's got to do with the fact that you're drastically altering that character at its core.
I don't expect to read a Batman comic tomorrow and see him become a priest.
We're talking about genitalia.
No, we're not. You are.
You are.
It's like, I guess it's like we had Batman, but we had Catwoman. Didn't they make Batwoman as well?
Yeah, they're different characters, but we didn't find Batman and go, okay, this is Batman, this is Bruce Wayne, but we're going to make him Brucey Wayne.
Wait, it's not Catwoman, it's Batgirl.
All wrong.
No, they made
problem.
Batwoman.
It's Batgirl, not Batwoman.
No, they made a Batwoman.
Yeah.
But it's not Bruce Wayne, though. It's a different character. That's the point.
Yeah,
it's a different character.
It's a different character. Yeah, that's why we had to do the song.
Have a time lady.
See, but here's the difference between saying somebody's wrong and demonstrating they're wrong, and you haven't done the latter. That's the problem on your end. We've already explained this to you.
And we had people that are like the Doctor, which was Romana. And she was a female.
We've had the Rani, River Song had regeneration energy, didn't she? We had Donna Noble for a little while.
We're not arguing who's better, man or woman. We're arguing that the Doctor will not become a woman. Nobody said that women are inferior to men. We're just saying that the Doctor won't become a woman.
I mean, Doctor Who in itself is full of, strong women.
Yes.
I'm not arguing that at all.
Rose was really...
Penis to be a doctor.
Rose was really strong, and Amelia Pond was really strong. Donna Noble.
River.
We had a lot more strong female companions.
By the way, I want to go on record that I can't wait to show Sandra the comments to this video tomorrow, and she's going to feel very embarrassed.
No, I won't.
As you hiccup. No, I won't. Have some more Pinot Grigio, by the way.
On that note, guys, I got to get ready for bed. So thank you, Sandra.
Let's get a closing remark from our resident expert Whovian. What do you think, Sandra? Any closing remarks?
I'm misogynistic. I mean, why can't a doctor be
Get her a camera. Get her a camera.
Get her what? I didn't hear you.
Get her on camera.
She's in her robe, being debauched. So.
I like a healthy debate right here.
I guess Mad Max is going to be a woman next.
Part of a woman cannot be a doctor.
We have women doctors.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're in healthcare. You have seen women doctors, correct?
The only female doctor she's going to get.
Never know.
Well, I can't wait till they introduce the new female doctor, and I'm sure you'll be her biggest
Guess
fan.
what? We can.
Yeah.
Women can vote now.
Really?
It has nothing to do with the Doctor.
Well, you never know the future. You never know what the future might hold.
Who knows?
Women having the right to vote, it has nothing to do with the Doctor being a woman. Just like me having peeps that have nothing to do with this conversation.
I do.
Did you really think it will lose viewers, though?
No.
I do.
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
I think a lot of classic fans will
Yeah.
definitely be upset.
I'd
I
watch
think
it.
it will be over. It will be over.
Would you not
Laura
watch it?
Van
though?
Report.
I don't know.
I think you would, because you'd be intrigued to see how they do it.
I gotta say, I don't know.
Doctor.
Wouldn't want to see Laura Vandervoort as the Doctor? That'd be cool.
What?
Laura Vandervoort?
Wouldn't it make it more intriguing, though? Because if she was a woman doctor, And would you not be waiting for her to regenerate into a man
No, I
again?
wouldn't be waiting. I
Oh
wouldn't
my
even be
God, woman doctor! Oh my God!
I'm the person who kidnapped Stephen Moffat and hold him for hostage.
I mean, I don't know.
Quiet.
No.
Well, I can certainly attest to the fact that no other Whovian podcast can compare to this that we've had this evening for sure.
Yeah, this is great.
This has been an awesome Real Whovians cast, yes.
Really a lot of debate.
What are you gonna call this?
6 a.m.
What's gonna be the name of this episode 499, Joe?
Sandra versus the world. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, you might be new. You might have some fans on here now. We'll have to check the comments in the morning. You might want to hear some more.
Great job, Sandra. Let's go.
Oh my God.
I've never claimed I'm not an asshole. What are you talking about?
I mean, they
would have a woman. Oh my God, who would think of that kind of thing?
I mean, they kind of implied about within Death in Heaven that the Doctor could be a woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Hey, I don't have a problem with that as long as
horrible.
I don't have a problem with that as long as he doesn't get to vote.
Horrible.
According to you.
Muffet see this video.
A woman.
Because at the end scene when Clara and the Doctor were at the cafe talking, Clara said,
Yes, thank you, Bryan. We know that
"Yeah."
happened to that scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm just saying though. That's what they kind of implied it.
They can.
Well,
Yeah,
what did
I
you
can
say? What
already-
did you say again?
I can already see like the upcoming series when they cast the Doctor as a woman. Like she can go shopping.
Moving to the 21st century.
She can go shopping with her new companion. Oh, how thrilling and dramatic that is! They can,
Move
You know
into
what? You know what, Mike?
they can go to the mall
You know-
together and compare like notes on dresses.
You know what, Mike? Listen, if it happens,
It happened.
and she's a woman. Listen. If it happens, that the Doctor's a woman,
That would be
right?
horrible.
And the show gets canceled. Wait, and the show gets canceled. Then somebody could bring it back, just like the Doctor made his own, just like Moffat made his own Doctor to end the Time War, and they could undo it, because time can be rewritten.
Well,
Obviously,
I hope they make.
it will never happen.
Part of me hopes to make the Doctor a woman because that's going to give like all sorts of like new fodder for podcasts, and we're going to have a fun time deconstructing that.
It's gonna be a woman.
Oh
It
yeah.
will be the
I mean,
end of
but the
Doctor
best
Who.
part, if she becomes a woman next, then at least it's out of the way. Instead of wondering, oh, they're gonna do it.
And the next step would be going too far even further.
Oh, do you think it will create more mess?
It
I mean,
won't-
she
it won't
doesn't have to
get
be shopping
canceled.
girly thing. She can be a tomboy. You know, she can be like
Well, oh, Daniel, it will be canceled, Daniel.
She's gonna be very
like
manipulative.
doing karate, like the
Daniel.
Third Doctor.
Daniel,
Dan,
it will be canceled.
She's gonna be a hoe.
You wouldn't want to see a
All
female
right.
Doctor kicking ass.
Breaking
No.
news! Breaking news!
Daniel, like, you gotta be kidding.
What?
That's not Doctor Who, dude. I don't know what you want it to be.
Dude, man, it'd be so cool. Cause she's kicking ass, she's breaking boards, doing
Oh,
karate,
okay.
kicking ass.
Go watch the Karate Kid, like 3 or whatever, 2, whatever it's
I think
coming out.
I think Daniel's acting out on some of his fantasy cosplay at this point with the Doctor Who franchise.
All right. On that note, good night, guys. Take care. Bye for now.